Welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. So today's video, let's talk about coffee machines, especially espresso machines. It's how many of you out there are thinking about buying it right now, but you're a little hesitant, having a second thought because it's gonna be too hard to use. You know what? You're not the first. Okay, you're not the first one. I'm getting a lot of questions from my viewers out there. Hey, Hun, what is the best coffee machine to get? Okay, for beginners. The fact is, any machines are fine. Okay, some of them are better than others. Okay, for my personal favorite is the Breville Barista Pro right now. Okay, the Pro, and if it's on sale, the price is right. Like a couple of weeks ago, Breville Barista Express is about $250 off, so it's selling for like $5.99. So that's a pretty good price. And then now, price went back up to $750. I checked it this morning, go down to $700, $709. So with the Breville Barista Pro, is hovering around $850. Okay, so it's not cheap. All right, the fact is, coffee machine is not cheap. There is a lot of entry-level machines out there, like $150, $200 per machine. My recommendation for you is just wait, okay? Just wait it and just save money. Get the machine you guys want, all right? Get the machine you guys want. So because it's not worth getting the really cheap ones. After a couple of weeks, you're fed up with it and you're not gonna use it for years. So don't do that, okay? Just get the machine you want and have some fun with it. All right, so let's talk about this coffee machine right here, okay? So I'm gonna be making coffee with Breville Barista Pro. And the fact is, again, the making coffee is not hard, but you need some commitment, okay? You need some commitment. I mean, if you like to press the button in the morning, so machine is not for you, okay? That's the reason why people love those pot, like Keurig. Grab the pot, put that in, close it, press the button. You're gonna have coffee. With machine like this, a little bit more involved. Okay. Again, if you're first time joining us, so let me show you my workflow. Okay. And then after that, let's talk about it. All right. Let's talk about it for a second. So I'm gonna be using 18 gram. Again, get the right coffee, folks. Okay, make sure right coffee. So this one is a freshly roasted on February 2nd. It's been about almost a month ago. Okay, it's no longer fresh, but fresh enough. So this is still better than store-bought. Okay, 18 gram here. I like to do single dose. I know a lot of people just fill the coffee in the hopper. That's okay, and there's nothing wrong with it. But I prefer measure out on my scale. So this is the $10 scale from Amazon. Cheap. Okay. 18 gram going in. All right. Comes to portafilter. Whenever you buy a machine, it comes with it. So this is the stock portafilter. This is the bottomless portafilter. What's the difference between? The one of them shows you, it's called naked portafilter. You're gonna see all the shot coming down, and also easier to clean, okay? Because you don't have to worry about the spouted. With the spouted, I'm gonna show you, okay? I remove the plastic out. If you have a Barista Express or Pro, you're gonna see the plastic inside. I removed it because it's hard to clean it with the plastic on. So I prefer take the plastic out, so easier to clean inside. So that's the one downside, okay? So that's the reason why I like the bottomless. But, so this one is covered by stainless steel, so it gets hot, okay, it gets warm. So my shot is warmer than this one, the bottomless. So that's the only difference, okay? And the plus you got, so this is extra too. So it's gonna make a set back about $50 or $60, depending on what kind you're gonna get. But this is not necessary. You don't need it. Nice to have it, but you don't need it. You all need this, okay? So, because whenever you buy machines, you're able to start watching YouTube videos or Instagram. trying to improve your shots, okay, maybe buying stuff, buying this equipment to make your coffee better, the answer is no, okay. Answer is no, okay. But comes to tools, this 3D print is a must, okay. It's so much, so this one highly recommended. All right, let's talk about grind size. This is my number one question. What's the best grind size? All depends on the coffee. I'm using, this one is a liquid amber from Good Brothers Coffee here. Dark roast, okay. My grind size is at number 13, okay, 13. So that's my grind size for 13. My inside has a birds inside as well, inner but at number 2, okay. So 2 inside, number 13 outside for my dark roast coffee. So let's grind some coffee here. Making espresso is, that's another segment, all right? I mean, as you can see under my live streaming, so, you know what, let me know, okay, let me know at the end of this video, is that looks hard to you, okay? Is that looks hard? If the answer is yes, let me know. I mean, I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If it looks easy, let me know that as well. Comes to tools, you're gonna see a lot of people using, it's called WDT tools. I'm using the wine cork with some, it's called like acupuncture needle. I used to use the paper clip, but now I upgrade to acupuncture needle, all right? But the thing about this 54 millimeter portafilter, very forgiving. You don't even need this, but I like using it. It's fun, okay? For me, it's fun, all right? Comes to tamping tools, all right? You're gonna see so this is the tools from San Antonio Industry. One of my favorite tools here, okay? Again, you don't need it. It's nice to have it, but you do not need it. Okay, folks, you do not need it. Because you are going to see a lot of products on the Amazon, okay, claim to be it's going to make your shot quality better. Trust me on this. I play with all the tools out there. All right, it's fun to use, okay. Comes to the quality difference, in reality, you cannot tell, okay. For instance, this is one of my favorite tools, okay? Force temper, amazing, okay? So this is one of my favorite tools to use, comes to making coffee. Okay, I'm gonna show you, okay? I'm gonna show you guys. I'm going to show you my workflow. So you're gonna see what I'm looking at. Again, so this is one of my favorite tools. It's called force temper. Just go cover it. That's it. Now you're gonna have a perfectly level temp, okay? So this one is kind of like replacing my block potty. So this is one of my favorite tools from San Antonio Industry as well. So this one does exactly the same thing, but this tool gives you that tactile feedback, okay? It's fun to use. Again, the key word, fun, okay? All right, so let's pour the shot. I'm using the 13 grind going, I'm sorry, not the 13, grind size number 13. You know, let's make a quick, I like to use a puck screen. Okay. Lock it in. I'm not gonna time it because I'm gonna make some latte for you guys. Okay. But I do want to show you the bottomless portafilter. Why I like to use a bottomless portafilter? Because you get to see what's going on in the bottom. So you can actually study your shots. Looks pretty good. A little bit fast though, okay, I can tell. A little bit fast. So it's about 20-second shots. Okay, that's a bit faster. But it's kind of like tell you the quality of the shot. But again, look at how much crema came out. Okay, so this is about a month old coffee. It's about a month old. I'm just gonna, let's do latte. Okay, let's do cappuccino. All right, let's do some little bit of cappuccino this morning. All right. A little bit of whole milk. Okay. Steaming milk. There's no shortcut, folks. Okay. You just gotta practice. I wish I can tell you, because I bet you guys already know the basic techniques. So when coffee is hot, when milk is ready, you can't too hot to touch it. Okay, that's kind of like your key. Make sure you have a wet paper towel ready. Okay, make sure you wipe it clean. And then I'm gonna flush one more time. Okay, the purge. So here's the fun part. Latte art. Okay, so now we gotta pour the shot. We got the milk ready. So next thing we gotta do is pour the latte art. Okay. The key is go slow. Something like that. Okay, a little heart there. Not too bad. So let's give it a try. Okay. Let's give it a try for that coffee. Here we go. All right. Okay, if you're just joining us, we are talking about coffee machine. Is it hard to use? I don't know. Let me know, okay? Is that looks hard to you? So we just made a latte. So cheers. It's really good. Okay. I mean, creamy, kind of like dark chocolate. And what else? Very simple, smooth. And sometimes I do enjoy the shot of caramel as well. I'm just gonna put one shot of caramel. That's it. Just not much, just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit of caramel. The little bit of sugar that bring out the sweetness in the espresso. So let's try it one more time. Perfect. Okay. Again, it took me about 5 minutes to make the one coffee. The fact is, if I go fast, I can make a coffee in about 2 minutes. Not even. Okay. Maybe like 30 seconds. All right. To puck prep. Okay, so you saw me with a couple of different tools. Puck screen. Okay. Again, it's not gonna make your coffee taste better, but give you that dry puck. I'm just gonna tap it here. Dry puck. That's the only reason. Okay. But again, you do not need the puck screen. All right. Because sometimes whenever you guys watch like YouTube videos or Instagram, like social media, if you watch people, they add a lot of steps to make a coffee. If you go to my YouTube channel right now, I have a short. So I have a lot of shorts. I have it's called Ridiculous Espresso Workflow. Just like title say, it is ridiculous. Okay, it is a lot of fun. I add so many layers of steps to make coffee. But in reality, you just grind your coffee, temp it, press the button. You're gonna have serve yourself pretty good shots. Okay, you're going to have a really good, nice coffee in the morning, just like this. All right, it doesn't take much. So it's all depend on if a coffee is your hobby, and if you want to be a hobby, you're gonna do just fine. But if you want the person that, let's hear, if you're a person that, you know what, I'm spending too much money on Starbucks, so I want to make my own coffee. If I were you, okay, I'm just keep buying from Starbucks, all right, because you're not going to save a lot of money. In the long run, you're going to save money, but in short run, you're going to spend $700-800 plus your time as well. And knowing that, maybe a couple of weeks or a couple of months down the road, you're going to fed up with it, you're going to return that machine. Hopefully you buy from Amazon or somewhere you can return it, like 30-day policy, okay? Okay, at least you tried it. But that's the reason people goes to like Keurig, those pot machine. And you're gonna get yourself a nice cup, but you're not gonna get this quality, okay? Again, so this is not even kind of like semi-commercial machine either. So this is more like prosumer, okay? Consumer, I think it's more like prosumer, okay? Even though it looks has a lot of plastic on, longevity-wise, I'm really enjoying for years, just like Breville Barista Express. So you are going to make some, good, high-quality coffee, okay? So, for the price, can beat it. Yeah, can beat the price. Again, if you're gonna take on a new hobby, that's the keyword. Take on this new hobby as coffee. Making coffee is not gonna be hard, okay? But if you're struggle, find time in the morning, it's gonna be hard, all right? It's gonna be hard for you because the time is, because not only you have to make coffee in the morning, take you about 5-10 minutes, and then you gotta dial in coffee. You gotta dial in, for the previous day or, so whenever you got a new bag, you need to dial in. You need to figure out what's the grind size going to be. But if you stay with it like if you like dark roast, okay, if you're a dark roast person, most likely your grind size is going to be around 13 range, okay, 13 or 12 on my machine, okay. It's not going to be fluctuate that much. But if you are into like lighter coffee, the numbers are going to change, all right? The numbers are going to change. So you got to adjust accordingly. So that's going to be hard for people starting out, okay? It may take like, 3 or 4 try to get the dialed in correctly. But I'm kind of like still emphasizing the hobby, okay? If you're a coffee hobbyist, I highly recommend get yourself a coffee machine, okay? If you're not planning on taking on as a hobby, Keurig is fine, okay? And go to like local coffee shop, get yourself nice coffee as well. That's fine as well, all right? But I don't want you to spend a lot of money and you realize, gosh, you know what? This is not for me. I think that's another reason I like to do the live streaming in front of you guys. At least you get to see it, okay? At least you get to see the workflow, okay? And the things I use. Like the tools, okay? Again, just the tools, just the fancy tools. You do not need it, all right? Nice to have it, but you do not need these fancy tools, all right? Okay, I'm gonna check out your live chat here. Let's see what you guys are talking about this morning. All right, so you got shout out to Brew Time for the first time. First one. Oh, no, not the first one. First person in chat room. You got the SJs on this morning as well. Syrup. Okay, Mitten. Okay. Purchased the espresso machine. Yeah, Breville Express. That was on sale a couple weeks ago. I mean, that's a great deal. I think the prices went back again. Good carries on this morning. All right, hold on. MGSA, who can't wait to hear about your take on value of that expensive, robust waffle filter baskets. Waffle filter basket. You know what? I love to get hands on though. Okay. All right. Okay, keep telling me. SJ. I think SJ is like, I think that's Steve. Comes to making coffee again. I told a lot of my viewers, do not overthink it. All right. Do not overthink whenever you're making coffee. I do like to measure out every time, 18 gram. Okay, because I don't want to waste my coffee. That's the reason why I like to use the single dose. If you're using the hopper, if you change your grind size, you gotta purge a little bit. Okay, so I don't like this. So that's the reason I like to use just the single dose. That's the reason why I like to use the scale. You don't have to buy fancy scale. So this is only about $10 scale from Amazon. Make sure do not get wetted though. Okay, so scale. Built-in temper is fine. If you want to go a little fancy, I love that this magnetic tools, okay, from St. Anthony. That's great. And ultimately is it the coffee, all right? Just make sure you get the right coffee though, all right? Store-bought coffee is tricky because you're not gonna get the same quality coffee. It is cheap, all right? It is cheap, but you're not gonna get the same quality. Like this coffee from Good Brothers. I mean, he's kind of like supporting this channel for a long time. Not that this channel, but supporting you guys for over the years. And if you're a first-time buyer, I think I have a 25% coupon code. Okay. The Brents. I mean, his dark roasters are. I mean, as you saw. Okay. Beautiful crema. If you haven't tried his Amber Liquid, try that. All right. Let's again. If not, go to your local coffee roasters. Support them as well. Make sure get the, ask them. Go to your favorite coffee shop. Hey, what do you guys use? All right. Most likely on their counter, they're selling their house blend. Their house blend, their espresso blend. But the fact is, someone say espresso blend. There's no such thing as an espresso blend. Okay. You can make espresso with any kind of coffee, light roast, dark roast, just the name. If you go to like store, if you go to store Starbucks section, espresso blend, that's simply just a dark roast. That's it. Okay. The light roast, you can make good espresso as well. So don't worry about the name. And roasting date matters. All right. I like to drink within a month, and some light roast you're gonna go beyond that. But with the most coffee roast, you want to drink, with 2-3 weeks. And let's see here. With store-bought coffee, you have no idea when they roast. They usually give you the best used date by. Okay, the best used date. So once you figure out the coffee you like, and if you don't mind spending little time, making coffee is not that hard. Okay, it's not that hard. But if you're fighting for time, okay, if you're rush in the morning, you got to really think about it. Okay, think about investing $700 on your coffee machine. Even though it's not $700. I mean, once you get into the machine, first couple of weeks or month or so, you're very excited about it. You're gonna buy a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, you're gonna buy a lot of gears. You don't even need it. So you ended up spending $1,000. Again, that's the reason why, if you are first time joining this channel, first time you are getting into coffee, I got plenty of videos on it, especially Breville products. So make sure to watch it, and hopefully you're going to make an informed decision. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. I'm going to look at, hold on, I'm going to, Timor. Are you going to review Duomo 2-in-1? Nah, not really. You know, I think I have enough tools there. Duomos are great, don't get me wrong, but it's like $250, $300, okay? Yeah, so it's not sustainable, okay? Because I mean, I don't want you to like watch me with the fancy tools. Ignore that part, okay? Because it's not gonna make coffee quality better, all right? It's gonna make your coffee enjoyable, all right? I mean, WDT tools, it's gonna be cost you what? Just a needle, okay? $7 from needle from Amazon. Or you could spend, you go to Etsy, you can spend $30 on WDT tools. Comes with like 9 needles, all right? Or you can spend $200 on distribution tool. So you could spend $200 on force temper, okay? So it never ends, all right? Never ends. But I mean that's why I say it's hobby, okay? Spending a couple of grand on hobby is not a big deal, all right? But if you spend a couple $1,000 on hobby, it's not a big deal. But if you spend a couple $1,000 on just making coffee, it is a big deal. So I mean, as long as you set your expectation properly, all right, you can justify why you're gonna spend money on coffee gear, coffee machines. I mean, that's all you have to ask yourself. Again, if you're just joining us, we are talking about, is making coffee hard or easy from machine? I wish I'd like to give you a short answer. You know, I'm going to give you a short answer. If a coffee is your hobby, it's going to be easy. Okay. And if you are making coffee for just coffee's sake, it's going to be hard. All right, because you got to take time to dial it in. You got to actually, study a little bit. Okay, not much though. All right. But after that, you should be fine. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna check out my one last time for the live chat, what you guys are talking about this morning. Okay, hold on a second here. We have a MGS. Okay, MGS says, and who just had 1 cup per day? Okay. Timur say your channel is the best when it comes to coffee gadgets. Yes, Timur, you are correct. I love gadgets. All right. I'm definitely gadget and grinder guy. All right. Let's see here. P. Some weird username there. My initial setup was okay. Flare Classic. Okay. Comandante. That's good. Perfect. Bearman for steamer. So this person has a flare for the espresso machine. Comandante Mark III grinder. That's hand grinder. They're great. The kettle, okay. The Bearman steamer for your milk. And they still cost them quite a bit though, right? Goodness. So you're looking at what, let's say $365, you get $400, like $550. Okay, I mean you could have bought a Breville Barista Express for about the same price there. Okay. But, you know, Comandante hand grinders are great. You can use that for espresso and filter. Give you a lot more options. Again, I mean that person is, all in on coffee. Okay, that person is all in on coffee. It's fun, all right. Because, I mean, if you're a coffee hobbyist, I love to get a good hand grinder. Okay. Okay, Timur say, who any recommendation on the 58mm circle hole punch? You know what? You can get it from Amazon. Okay, for a long time, you can buy the circle punch for like $10 or so, 10 or $12. And you can get a Chemex paper. I mean, you can just go buy one. Okay, you can just make your own paper if you want to. But man, I mean, they're so cheap now. All right, the papers are so cheap, so you can get a like 100 of them for like $8-9 now. The filter for $8-9. So depends. I know even like Good Brothers is selling the paper at his website as well. So I mean, it's all, if you go to Amazon, paper sale, selling paper, it all depends. But again, making your own paper is the best personally. Just buy the stack of Chemex paper, about $10. You're gonna make about 300 or 400. Get a punch hole. Yeah, just go to Amazon. Just look for 58 millimeter. I believe that's 1.25 inch. Something like that, okay? Don't take my word for it, but yeah. I think 1.25. So, yeah. All right. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. Just let me know, okay? Let me know about, is it making coffee easy or hard for you? Okay, let me love to hear your thoughts on it.